They beasts, man. That's why I started calling black women beasts, because the 90% of them are. It's not all of them, but it's way over 50%. It's the majority. And like I said, the video don't lie. I don't give a damn about what a white woman do. You know, don't leave comments talking about pointing out what a white woman done somewhere. They got white dudes to correct white women. I'm not worried about what the fuck a white woman does. And plus, the majority of white women aren't beasts. The majority of black women are. Plus, the majority of white women aren't beasts. The majority of black women are. Plus, the majority of white women aren't beasts. The majority of black women are. They beasts, man. That's why I started calling black women beasts. They beasts, man. That's why I started calling black women beasts, because the majority of white women aren't beasts. The majority of black women are.
Listen to the music. There we go.
And done.
Listen to the music. There we go.
And done.
Listen to the music. There we go.
And done.
Not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And have you seen that little clip I put together? You know what I'm saying? That was just for fun. I'm not throwing white women under the bus, but I'm just showing how it's a cheap tactic. I can find video clips and news articles of white women, white people doing stupid shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, put it on display and be like, oh yeah, look at here, this is what white people do. You know, it's a cheap tactic, and it's what a lot of these black dudes are doing to black women. You know, going off finding some sort of information or news clips just to throw dirt on the black woman and saying, well, you know what I'm saying, the news article says shit like that. I'm like, come on, man, that's too easy, you know. And this dude, KaddilaKKhadafi, this was really a long time coming. Well, not that long, but I wanted to get at this dude a while ago when I did my coon hunting season video. And there were some haters that threw me for a loop, tried to get my account shut down, you know, got me sidetracked. But I'm doing this off popular demand, you know, because everybody's been talking about how can you get at this dude, asking Philly Monty to get at him, asking Bone Picker to get at him, you know. And I even had, you know, a while ago, I even had in my mind exactly how I was going to come at this dude. But as I said before, I was sidetracked. But okay, here we go, we diving in. He said something about, this is why I call 90% of black women beast. Cause they are. I'm like, this lying son of a bitch. The reason why he calls 90% of black women beast, cause that's what Tommy Sotomayor does. I'm like, this dude has no originality. It's like 98.9% of what he's doing is grafted directly from Sotomayor. I'm like, this guy, you know what I mean? This is Tommy's son for real. You know what I'm saying? People have criticized the Abide show for ripping Tommy off. You know what I mean? If you're going to criticize the Abide show, you got to criticize this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's being a hypocrite right there. Because this guy, he's just literally going off the... taking the beaten path by Tommy Sotomayor. And that whole psychology of, oh, I'm not talking about all, but like 90%, the majority. I'm like, imagine a white racist dude talking about, well, I don't talk about all black people. I'm just only talking about the vast majority of them. I'm going to look at him as a racist, as somebody who really doesn't like black people. And that whole 90% thing that him and Tommy uses, that's what the black man uses against the white man says about black people. You know, they only say like 10% are hardworking or good. The other 90% are on welfare or on drugs or committing crimes and so forth. So they got that directly from the... I'm telling you, if you go to these white websites like Stormfront, Niggerama.com and Chimp Out, and there's plenty of them, they use these same tactics these coons do. Matter of fact, the coons got their ideas from them. Like calling black women beasts, yeah, they got that from the white boys. That's why I have a serious problem of black men calling women this. Because I think it mainly started in 2008 with the white boys, with Michelle Obama. They called black females she-beast, and they called them she-coons. You know, that's no lie. You know what I'm saying? Do your research on that. You know, as I said, these coons got their ideas. They ripped their ideas off from their fucking white boys. They ain't original at all and shit like that. And and as I said, man, just that psychology is bullshit. You know, like, oh, I'm not talking about all but 90%. You know, I can imagine myself walking through a patch and there's snakes in the patch. You know, if somebody says, well, not all the snakes are poisonous, but like 90% of the snakes are, man, that's going to set off alarms in my mind. If you tell me that 5% of the snakes are poisonous, I ain't going to fuck with it. I'm like, damn. And also what this dude's doing, man, is like, he won't put himself on camera, but he does kind of show glimpse of his image, pictures of himself, but he won't put himself on camera, but he'll put his baby's mother on camera, or like what he's like to saw his daughter's mother. You know what I'm saying? Because baby mother sounds too black. And that's another thing. I know, what, you ain't got no wife? I'm like, this dude ain't wifing her? Maybe he is, but having kids out of wedlock, you know what I'm saying, that's some, you know what I'm saying, that, you're being a statistic right there, man. You know, having kids out there, I'm not throwing you under the bus just for that, because there's a lot of dudes who have kids out of wedlock, but you ain't above the average dude having kids out of wedlock, saying this is your daughter's mother, and then you putting her on camera, but you won't even put yourself on camera, putting her on display, like, oh, look at how fine she is. I'm like, and I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, just attack your baby's mother or whatever, go after people's mom. I don't do that, but to me, she just looked kind of plain. She kind of looked stiff, like a mannequin, you know, and she looked mad young. I'm like, are you sure she's a legal age? Now, if she's hearing this, she'll consider this a compliment that I'm saying she looks 16 or 17 years old, man. But you know what I'm saying? It just seems like, man, you're going to fuck around and get a visit from Chris Hampson, you know what I'm saying, to catch a predator.
This is the part where usually I say, I'm Chris Hansen with Data NBC.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but, you know, and then you got another video where you're putting your ex-wife on display. You're saying, this is my ex-wife's Facebook page. I think that is some bogus ass shit right there. And then she's all showing her ass or whatever. And wait a minute, I thought that's what you and Tommy criticized the black women for. Showing their ass, showing their sex appeal on Facebook, because that's the only reason people would pay attention to them. But then that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You criticize the black females, you know, for doing the same things a lot of white females are doing, man. I'm like, that's crazy. But the first video I saw of yours was one called Game Over Black Woman. You know, I guess it's game over for the black women then, because you say so. Where you're interviewing a white woman. You know what I'm saying? A black woman. I can't even find that video to make a reference to it. But you're interviewing a white female, and this white female seems shaking like you got a gun to the back of her head or whatever, forcing her to do the interview. I guess this is your future fiance, and you ask her a bunch of stupid questions, almost like you want her to say something bad about black females. Like you ask her about weave, and she literally said something about she doesn't even have a problem with it, but you started going in trying to make her say negative things about black females, and then you say something about do white females like thugs and drug dealers and shit like this like black females do? And the white girl said something about, no, we want a successful guy that makes money. I'm like, if you ask a black female that same exact question, she'll give you an answer. Majority of females will tell you that they want successful guys that know how to go out there and make money. I'm like, but I thought, hey, wait a minute, easy, back it up. I thought that a lot of black dudes like white females because they go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? They'll help a dude out. They'll let the black dude drive their car and use their credit or some shit like this. But anywho, but if you think that white females won't date thugs or dudes that been in prison, man, I'm like, what fucking planet you on? Now, I worked at a jail for 4 years, and I've seen, yeah, you know what I'm saying, during visitation hours, yeah, white females, and a lot of them are nice looking, white females visiting their black boyfriends or white boyfriends locked up in jail. I'm like, shit, even when you see these crazy ass neo-Nazi dudes with the SS tattooed on them that be in prison, when they go out, who the fuck do you think they're gonna hook up with? You know, well, they'll probably hook up with each other, because a lot of them are gay, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they fucking all kind of white chicks, too. So, you know, especially in ran down areas, there's a lot of white females, you know what I'm saying, getting hit up by dudes and got baby fathers and shit like that. Because I used to live in upstate New York in a kind of like an average white town. I'm like, there was some rich white people. There was also some white people living Grizzly. And yeah, these white females, they messed with dudes that were in jail and pregnant while their boyfriend was in jail, and they on some grimy ass shit too. I'll tell you this, you know, we throwing, I don't know, it seems like maybe you grew up isolated, you know what I'm saying, living in the projects or whatever, and you see a lot of, messed around with a lot of black females that broke your heart or whatever, or see dudes go to jail for black females, and you're looking at the other side of the fence, looking at Heathers and looking at all the Hillarys, and I guess that's what you wanted, you know what I'm saying, you pump yourself up the, you know what I'm saying, happier to get a white girl than O.J. Simpson. And but like me, I always grew up in like diversified cities, you know, and you know, so I've seen a lot of my friends go under messing around with white girls, especially with that statutory rape shit. Like in high school, there was a friend, he was a senior, and he was messing around with a 14-year-old white girl and used to drive her around, and they was kicking it for a while, and then all of a sudden he got sent upstate New York for statutory rape. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I'm like, we thought they was, but I don't know, maybe the white girl's father found out about the relationship or whatever, and his ass got sent up. And I remember one particular time, and a lot of these white females are racist, even the ones who date black men. You know, I've had white females say all kind of fucked up shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, blase, blase, I'll find me a nigger with a bigger dick. I remember when I got set up by a white female. I'm not throwing white females under the bus here, but I'm just telling you my experience with it, because I lived in a predominantly white city, white little town or whatever. I'm not from the hood and projects or whatever, and mad at black females. You know, I remember when a white female literally got me set up to get stabbed by her 26, 30-year-old black boyfriend. Because I was still in high school. I was 17 years old. She was 17 years old. You know, she liked me in high school. I never paid her no attention. But one time we was hanging out, we was drinking. And, you know, we was both getting drunk. We both played touchy-feely. And she had a boyfriend, a grown-ass man that was outside of school. And then he found out about it because she was running her mouth to him about it, talking about, oh no, he was groping me or whatever. And all I know that people was running around town saying that this fucking 28 whatever year old man who's been to jail multiple times was looking for me. But I'm saying, I'm a 17-year-old kid, and this white female, she was the one telling him where I hang out at and shit like this, trying to get him to, you know what I'm saying, rough me up, you know what I'm saying, shank me up or whatever. But then when I met the dude, he was cool. Me and him were talking and shit, and we ended up being cool. He ended up being the dude buying us liquor and shit because we were underage and whatever. And he was calling her, he's like, yeah, she's a bitch. And he was calling his own girl a bitch and a hoe and shit like that. He just wanted to talk to me. He had no plans on roughing me up, whatever, because he knew I was a young brother, and he just wanted to talk to me about the incident, you know. So, but that's, you know, that's what I wanted to say about that, man, because, you know, me growing up, I had my experience with white females, black, you know, it's just women, period. You know, we can't just sit up there and just say, oh, it's just black females and white females milking, got better milk and honey. They ain't gonna run you up. They ain't gonna throw you in prison. They ain't gonna set you up to get killed, man. It happens. I see all type of shit on A&E, on the motherfucking Discovery Channel, investigative reports of white females setting their husbands up to get killed for insurance money and shit like that, man. Cause come on, man. And the way you talking about black females, like Tommy Sotomayor, you probably dealt with a lot of black females, and got kids by black females and got ran up, and now you're on your revenge mission or some shit like this, and you just sound stupid, man. You just sound real silly and real fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? The way you talk, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying, well, black females and this and that. I'm like, man, you fucking. And the killer part is, even Tommy Sotomayor fans don't like you, called you a coon, you know. And they even say that Tommy Sotomayor said himself that you can't criticize the black woman or whatever if you're with a white woman, and a black female who's with a white man can't do the same. You know what I mean? I think Tommy Sotomayor is out of bounds, but I can say that at least he's with a black female and got a black daughter or whatever. But you sound like you're going down that same path, so keep on with your fluffery, man. You know, people are going to keep calling you out, man. That's all I got to say for that. Be on the lookout for Coon Hunting Season Part 2. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make me another Coon Hunting season. And maybe a Part 3 or Part 4 to it. And add more characters in it. As you know what I'm saying? As I expose these coons. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for that. Alright, I'm out.